First time I saw GeT playing, he was such a passionate guy about the game. He was just a little child back then, but he had so much talent in him. You know, everybody who's like that guy. They thought he was a bit too young to be a star player, but he proved everybody wrong.
I got introduced by my older brother when I was 9 years old. He showed me the game and I was like, whoa, what is this? How cool is this? And then he just introduced to me the whole world of Counter-Strike and I just instantly loved it.
Christopher's amazing journey, especially in the start.
Esport in 2001, I got introduced and I was like, whoa, can I actually win money playing this game as well? This is so cool, this is something I really want to try. We're following the games like 4 in the morning here in Sweden because the games were so late in the US. So you had to stay up the whole night and that's when I first saw Hedon.
Well, esports was totally new when I started playing. I think I was maybe the first guy in Sweden to receive a salary from playing computer games. I think it was something like $200 or something. I felt like I was king of the world and I even got free mice and keyboards and that was huge.
When I saw Hedon play the first time, I was like, whoa, he's super good, this player. I need to look up this guy and see who it is and where he's from and so on. And then I saw he was from Sweden in Stockholm. It's like, oh, I need to follow this guy. I need to know what he's doing, what team he's playing for, what achievements he's done. Basically after that I got hooked and I was like, he's my idol. You know, he's so good and he's so talented and I hope that I someday can actually compete against Hedon and those guys. It was like just a good feeling to win the game and especially over someone that you've been looking up to. That was basically his last official tournament and game as well, so I always say to him, I actually was the last one to beat you. He said to me basically like, we're gonna do an NIP again. I was surprised that he wanted to try the luck again and see it. NIP hasn't been active for many years because it's a legendary name.
Ninjas in Pajamas. We handpicked the team with GeT, Exist Forest and Fifth Line and Freiburg and it kind of exploded into something else.
We went pretty successful directly.
We had this amazing run in the beginning. We won every single tournament, 87 straight games in a row without a single loss.
It was just very cool and surprising to see that you actually can be so dominant in a game and also that you were one of the best players at the same time. That's probably my biggest success. This is how it is to feel to lose.
It's always so hard to know what to say because you can't go there and say like, yeah, better luck next time, because at the moment it doesn't matter. He's just so frustrated. I guess I just try to hug him and like don't say anything.
Like a big burden on your shoulder because everyone's expecting you're gonna win every time no matter what you're doing, you know. But you're a human being. It's not normal to go and never lose, you know. So
there's so many reasons I'm proud of GeT. I mean, he cares about everybody so much. He has so much passion for both the game, people around him and his fans, and he has a kind heart, and it's very rare to see that, especially when you are the most hyped CS player in the world.
Will be one of the guys that people will look up to, especially in CS and actually in whatever I would do. I'm just very lucky to have this as a job.
I've been playing Counter-Strike for 14 years, since I was 6. My escape has always been in gaming.
Je pense que KennyS s'est investi autant dans le jeu parce que, bon, déjà ça lui a plu et il s'est réfugié là-dedans parce qu'on avait des problèmes de famille et ça lui a donné une échappatoire à tout ce qu'il y avait autour de lui.
My brother was playing a lot, so I always wanted to try, and my mom was not really happy about it. As the first event, I already a lot of pressure on me because I had to show to everybody that I was pretty good, I was really young, and I played with best players in France, and I proved that I was a good player. And a few months later, RiGhT, which was the best team in the world, called me to join them, and I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. I was really happy, but I was really inexperienced, and I got kicked because I was inexperienced, and that kick made me grow a lot, and it helped me a lot in my Counter-Strike. I think I'm emotional player, which is sometimes a good thing and sometimes a bad thing. In a game, if I have confidence, being emotional make me even stronger. But sometimes when I feel bad, I don't have any confidence on the game, I can be just down. And I need to work on it, but I'm not giving up. I'm ready to take it to the next level. It's pretty bright. We are 5 really strong complete players, and we fit really well, and we have the potential to be the best in the world.
Jordan was interested in many things. A quiet kid, but very focused.
He was a funny little kid, real quiet, kind of reserved. He was always very smart. He was a great little kid.
He loved the game. He saw that his brother liked the game also, and when he saw what it was all about, he was hooked.
You know, the normal little brother wants to beat big brother. I also wanted to beat his friends and stuff, so I'm 9 or 10 years old. We have one family computer, and my brother's basically taken ownership of it. I would have to like crawl in his room and like be out of his sight. As soon as I can hop on the computer, I was like, this is something I can beat. In general, attracted me because you don't have like as many physical limitations, and I was always pissed in like ice hockey that I was like smaller than people, but Counter-Strike just seemed like something where you could be any type of person, and it comes down to how you just play the game. Whether it's your parents or your environment, that kind of shapes you in your early years. My mom was always pushing me to just, you know, have confidence, and my dad was always kind of trying to keep my mind balanced and make me know that if you want to be good, you have to work hard. And when I notice I'm most happy is when I'm really in the present, when I'm just focused on the next tournament, when I'm focused on interacting with my fans. I'm still pretty young, and I learn so much every year about myself. Most gamers, when they go pro, kind of realize that it might be a short-lived thing, and you don't want to hold too much onto the past, like the kid who talks about, you know, dominating high school football and he's 35 years old or something. I still enjoyed playing the game, but it's like, are you gonna let your hobby get in the way of having a career? No, but if it could become your career, then I'll pursue it. And if you can find fulfillment, my only suggestion is give in to that for as long as it's feasible. And that's the decision I made with Counter-Strike. As long as I wasn't homeless, I was going to try to play Counter-Strike.